Stress is a natural and inevitable part of life, and it can be categorized into two main types: good stress, eustress, and bad stress, distress. The distinction lies in the nature of the stressor and its impact on an individual's well-being. Here's a breakdown of the differences between good and bad stress. Good stress, eustress. Nature. Eustress is a positive and beneficial form of stress that arises from situations or challenges perceived as exciting, motivating, or manageable. Emotional response. Eustress often elicits positive emotions, such as excitement, enthusiasm, and a sense of accomplishment. Motivation and focus. Eustress can enhance motivation and focus. It helps individuals feel energized and engaged, leading to improved performance and productivity. Short duration. Eustress is usually short-term and temporary. It occurs in response to specific situations or events and has a clear endpoint. Examples: excitement before a performance, the anticipation of a challenging but manageable task, or the thrill of achieving a goal can all be examples of eustress. Bad stress, distress. Nature. Distress is a negative and harmful form of stress resulting from situations or challenges perceived as threatening, overwhelming, or beyond one's ability to cope. Emotional response. Distress often triggers negative emotions, such as anxiety, fear, frustration, or feelings of helplessness. Impaired functioning. Prolonged distress can impair cognitive functioning, decision-making, and overall well-being. It may negatively impact physical and mental health. Chronic nature. Distress can be chronic, persisting over an extended period. Chronic stress is associated with increased health risks and a higher likelihood of developing stress-related disorders. Examples: work-related pressure, financial difficulties, relationship conflicts, or major life changes, e.g., loss of a loved one, can be examples of distress. Response to stressors. Good stress. Individuals experiencing eustress typically respond with a healthy and adaptive coping mechanism. The stressor is perceived as a challenge that can be overcome, leading to personal growth and development. Bad stress. Distress may lead to maladaptive coping mechanisms, such as avoidance, unhealthy behaviors, e.g., overeating or substance abuse, and increased vulnerability to mental health issues. Impact on health. Good stress. Eustress is generally associated with positive effects on health, such as improved immune function, heightened alertness, and a sense of fulfillment. Bad stress. Prolonged distress is linked to negative health outcomes, including increased risk of cardiovascular problems, weakened immune system, and heightened susceptibility to mental health disorders. Perspective and perception. Good stress. Eustress arises from situations perceived as challenging but manageable. The individual's perspective and perception play a crucial role in determining whether stress is experienced as positive or negative. Bad stress. Distress often arises from situations perceived as threatening or overwhelming, and it is characterized by a sense of lack of control or inability to cope. Adaptive versus maladaptive response. Good stress. Eustress promotes an adaptive response, encouraging individuals to engage with challenges, learn, and develop resilience. Bad stress. Distress may lead to maladaptive responses, such as withdrawal, avoidance, or unhealthy coping mechanisms, which can exacerbate the negative effects of stress. It's important to note that individual responses to stressors can vary, and what may be perceived as eustress for one person might be distress for another. Additionally, the key lies in the ability to manage and cope with stress effectively, turning potentially distressful situations into manageable challenges. Developing healthy coping mechanisms, seeking support, and practicing stress management techniques are essential for maintaining overall well-being.